Like and subscribe now, or you're gonna have bad luck this week.
Very few animals strike as much fear into people like snakes do. It's quite interesting that only about 600 snakes are actually deadly. The rest are, well, we are sure you'd rather not run into any snake, deadly or not, right? Either way, here are the 10 most deadly snakes in the world. Be sure to watch till the end, as number 1 will have you glued to your screen. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Number 10. The Gaboon Viper. Gaboon vipers are the largest vipers in Africa, weighing more than 20 kilograms and reaching more than 6 feet. The largest of them have heads nearly 6 inches across at their widest point. These vipers live in rainforests and wet areas in parts of Central, East, and West Africa. They are terrestrial and can be found on the forest floor. They eat small and medium-sized mammals and birds. Gaboon vipers are passive hunters, waiting concealed to strike at whatever small creatures pass within its range. Most snakes strike and release, but this viper holds on until its prey dies. Gaboon vipers have a peaceful nature and very rarely bite humans. Most bites occur when the snake is stepped on before it has the opportunity to get away. If harassed, it will raise the upper part of its body and hiss in a threat before actually striking. In addition, its unwillingness to bite, the viper can control whether it ejects its venom and how much, so the result of a bite can range from no effect at all to rapid death. A hungry snake will strike at almost any sideways movement, so many bites will be the result of mistaken identity. They can inject a large portion of venom into the victim's body. Records are saying that their venom yield can reach even 1,000 micrograms/bites. Symptoms of this snake's bite include severe shock, hypotension, dyspnoea, heart damage, and internal bleeding. Number 9. Puff Adder. The name Puff Adder stems from the snake's habit of inflating itself and hissing when threatened. The noise produced its menacing hissing sound and should be construed as a strong warning. The snake itself is somewhat sluggish and generally moves in a rectangular motion or straight line, like a caterpillar, instead of the twisting motion exhibited by most other snakes. It does, however, possess some of the fastest strikes of all snakes and should be respected at all times. Its stumpy appearance is easily recognized and only growing a maximum about of 1 meter in length. The chevron-like markings on its back and a large triangular-shaped head. This snake is responsible for most snake bites and death caused in Africa. The reason for this is simple. It's very adaptable, is found in multiple and varied habitats, and is one of the few lazy snakes. Snakes do not have ears, but they can sense the vibrations caused by footsteps and quickly disappear before their presence is even detected. However, the puff adder is a slow-moving snake and prefers to rely on its brilliant camouflage to remain unseen. What makes this snake so deadly? It's a common occurrence, wide distribution, potent venom, large size, and huge, long fangs. 100 micrograms of this venom is enough to kill a grown adult within a day. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, oedeme, gangrene, hypertension. The mortality rate is around 52%. Number 8. Tiger snake. Tiger snakes are one of Australia's most notorious species of venomous snakes. Popular legend has it that the first British settler to die from a snakebite in Australia did so within the first few hours of the first fleet's arrival, the victim of a tiger snake. Recently, however, human modification of the environment, chiefly for agricultural purposes, has resulted in a decline in the numbers of this species, with a concurrent rise in the numbers of eastern brown snakes, the species now responsible for the most bites. Tiger snakes are very varied in colour and, despite the name, are often unbranded. Many regional variants exist, including insular forms, which vary in colour and pattern and diet and general ecology. Contrary to perceived wisdom, tiger snakes are not aggressive, although they will bite if interfered with. Tiger snakes were responsible for 17% of reported and identified snake bites in Australia between 2005 and 2015. 4 out of 119 victims ended up dead. After being bitten, victims can feel tingling, sweating, numbness, followed by difficulties in breathing and paralysis. The mortality rate is between 40% to 60%. Number 7. Black-branded sea kraut. The black-banded sea kraut is a highly venomous, unique reptile. They are amphibious, hence they can live on land or in the ocean. Their compressed tail helps them move fast in the water. However, they are most commonly found in the shallow tropical marine environments, coral reefs, and mangrove swamps. Unlike sea snakes, sea krauts are routinely leave the aquatic environments, going onto land to mate, lay eggs, digest food, and rest. The bodies of all sea krauts exhibit distinctive brands. The black branded sea kraut are found in Australia's Pacific Ocean coastal waters, Southeast Asia, and Indian Ocean coastal waters. They had a blunt head, their bodies are covered with scales, and they have a flattened tail. The venom of the black branded sea kraut ranks amongst the most toxic in the world. It's 10 times stronger than a cobra. Nevertheless, they are so docile and non-aggressive that humans are very rarely bitten, even when the animal feels threatened. Number 6. The many-branded krait. The many-branded krait is a medium to large size snake species, averaging 3.3 to 4.9 feet in length, within maximum sizes reaching up to 6.1 feet. Its body is slender and moderately compressed. The scales of this species are smooth and glossy, with a noticeable distinct vertebrae ridge. This species has large nostrils. The fangs are small, fixed, and are located in the back of its upper jaw. This species is found throughout Taiwan, Hong Kong, Maram, Lagos, Thailand, and northern Vietnam. The snake is nocturnal and may be more defensive at night. It is, however, a timid and peaceful species of snake. In the daytime, it hides under stones or in holes. The snake appears from April and retreats into hibernation in November. It is considered to be the more defensive than the branded krait, thrashing about as it's handled. Immediately after this snake bites, there are almost no symptoms. The victim can experience only some mild numbing and itching feelings. But after about 5 to 6 hours, severe symptoms start to emerge, such as general ache, antics, loss of voice, paralysis of the tongue, difficulties in breathing, among others. Estimated mortality in between 35 to 100%. During the Vietnam War, American soldiers called this snake the two-step snake. Number 5. The coastal tapan. The coastal tapan is usually light olive to dark russet brown, but sometimes dark grey to black. It is mostly found in northern and eastern Australia. The coastal tapan lives in an open forest, dry, closed forest, coastal heaths, and grassy beach dunes. It also favours cultivated areas such as crane fields. This species is active during the day and even in early evening during hot weather. This snake's fangs are powerful and produce neurotoxin, which influences the nervous system. The victim can feel nausea/vomiting, convulsions, headaches, internal bleeding, paralysis, and kidney damage. If not treated, the victim can die within 30 minutes to 2.5 hours. Number 4. The yellow-bellied sea snake. Sea snakes often need to come to the surface to drink fresh water, but yellow-bellied sea snakes can live without drinking up to 7 months in the case of seasonal drought. The yellow-bellied sea snake has the distinction of being the most widely ranging snake in the world and the most aquatic, never having to set the scale on land or seafloor its entire pelagic life. It's a moderately built sea snake with an elongated head, distinct from its body. The upper half of its body is black to the dark bluish-brown in color and shaped diligently from the yellow lower half. If roughly handled, this species is likely to bite. The fangs are relatively short and only a small dose of venom is usually injected. However, this venom is highly toxic and contains potent neurotoxins and myotoxins. Symptoms of envenomation include muscle pain and stiffness, drooping eyelids, drowsiness and vomiting, and a severe bite that can lead to total paralysis and death. Anyone suspected of being bitten by a yellow-bellied sea snake should seek medical attention immediately, even if the bite appears trivial, as they are initially painless and show no signs of swelling or discoloration. This species has caused fatalities overseas, however, none have been recorded in Australia. Number 3. Eastern brown snake. Fast-moving, aggressive, and known for their bad temper, eastern brown snakes, together with other browns, are responsible for more deaths every year in Australia than any other group of snakes. If disturbed, the eastern brown raises its body off the ground, widening into an S shape, mouth gaping open and ready to strike. The fangs of the eastern brown snake are relatively small, as it's the average venom yield. However, what the snake lacks in venom delivery, it makes up for in potency. Its venom causes progressive paralysis and stops the blood from clotting, which may take many doses of antivenom to reverse. Victims may collapse within a few minutes. Between 2005 and 2015, 41% of the reported and identified snake bites were caused by eastern brown snakes. They are encountered in Adelaide, Columbia, Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. In the same period, they were responsible for 15 out of 19 deaths. Number 2. The dubious sea snake. The dubious sea snake, or Yaphletheris dubiosa, is a species of venomous sea snake. This snake mostly lives in coral reef flats, silty and sandy sediments, 80 meters depth in the sea. Dubious sea snakes eat fish living on the sea floor and moray eels. They are viparous animals, which means they don't lay eggs. They only attack when provoked. Their fangs are extremely short for a snake, 1.8 millimeters long. Altharius dubialis is mainly active at dusk and dawn. Rabbits are about twice as sensitive to sea snake venom as mice, and fish and frogs are even more susceptible. Altharius dubius is the most venomous sea snake tested and the second most venomous snake overall, behind the inland taipan. Number 1. The inland taipan. The inland taipan's top of the list of the 10 most deadliest snakes in the world. A single bite of this snake can kill nearly 100 fully grown men, or 250,000 mice. Reclusive and rare, the inland taipan hides out on its remote, rocky habitat. This snake only makes the top 10 because of its highly toxic venom, considered the most potent of any land snake in the world. It can kill an adult human within 45 minutes. Hunting in the confined spaces of the burrows of the long-haired rat, the inland taipan uses its potent venom to finish off prey quickly, injecting more than 40,000 times the amount needed to kill a 200-gram rat. The prey has little chance of fighting back. These species have bitten only a handful of people. All snake handlers each survive with first aid and hospitalization. The inland taipan is a very agile snake, and its strike is extremely accurate, envenoming almost all its cases. And there you have it, the 10 most deadliest snakes in the world. Which of these snakes scare you the most? Let us know in the comments below. To get more content like this, hit the like button, subscribe and ring the bell, and you will be the first to know when we have a new video for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.